How do you like this? More young adults are living high off the hog on mom and dad and not working than we've seen in ages. We're talking about a whopping 40% of millennials are living at home right now. I mean, we have not seen numbers like this since the 1940s. And let's face it, in the early 40s, we were coming out of a depression. Joining me right now is our own Adam Shapiro. So, Adam, we know it was bad then. Why is it so bad now?
There are a couple of reasons you can look at. One, the economy. If you were 21 years old in, say, 2009, at the beginning of the Obama administration, you know, the job recovery that the Obama administration likes to talk about didn't really help this age group. And they're not making the wages.
You're giving them excuses, though. I don't want to give them excuses because to me, you know what? You need a job, you go out and you get a job. But maybe you don't need to get that job if mom and dad are there saying, hey, stay at home, you know, I'll make your bed every day, I'll do your laundry, and you get a nice, fresh, warm meal.
Look, who's going to give up that role? This number usually hovers around 30%. It's 40% right now, the highest since 1940, but it's usually around 30 to 33% of people under 30 living at home with mom and dad. That's what it was betwing 1980 and 2000.
Okay, so it's the highest it's been since the 1940s. The question is why. You say it's the economy.
Well, it's two things. They're delaying, so people who are under 30 are delaying all kinds of things, and it's a trend that started, you know, back in 2005. They're delaying getting married. They get married later. They don't go out on their own to get a house. But there's also the fact that in the big cities, rents are much higher. But there's also, and I know you don't like excuses, but to get a mortgage is so complicated with all of the regulations, they can't get mortgages. So household creation, that's what we're talking about here, hasn't taken place at the level it might have taken place 20 years ago.
Yeah, but I think, again, I think that, you know, there's a lot of economic reasons. There's also something fundamentally different about our society now. And I think we're getting soft. And I think people are softer on their kids than other generations were. And there was an expectation level that, you know, when you hit 18, you're kind of on your own. Well, now, guess what? You can be on Obamacare, on your parents' plan. So what, you're 27?
They're 26. And well, there is definitely within that cohort, because I interviewed the psychologist who wrote the book about millennials and why they're not, as a generation, happy compared to other generations at their age group. They do have expectations that are not realistic. And that is because their parents didn't teach them, you know, everyone got a trophy. That's a real, it's a phenomenon.
You know what, you go out and you get a job, any job there is, and you start to make your own way in life. That's but remember, this is the largest generation group. There are those within the millennials who work very hard. They're right upstairs on the 12th floor getting low pay and working hard. Those guys we love. Those guys indeed. Adam, thank you so much.